What's up YouTube, I'm EVscape and welcome back to another video. Here I am, still cooking Karamba ones. I'm sure you guys get an idea of what's going to be going on in the next Plane to Main episode, considering the last 3 days I've been sat here at the Myths Guild cooking Karamba ones. But that is not what today's video is all about. Today, I'm trying something a little different. This is an idea I came up with last year, part of the whole 365. Now, this is planned to be quite a few part series. I'm going to do a heap of episodes on this. However, I'm quite nervous about how this is going to be received by the community. I had an absolute blast making this video, but I know it's a different kind of video and I'm not too sure if you guys are going to enjoy it. If you don't enjoy it, guys, make sure you let me know and I won't continue this series. But if you guys like it, make sure you give it a thumbs up and I will continue to do this series. Like I said, I really enjoyed making it, but it's always nerve-wracking when I come up with these new ideas, and it's interesting to see how the community reacts to them. But that being said, if you guys aren't a big fan of this idea, that is absolutely fine. No hard feelings, and I will move on to something else, that is for sure. So if you guys do like the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. And if you don't like the idea, make sure you give it a dislike and leave me a comment about how much you hate me and wish that I would die. Alrighty guys, so we are doing something a little bit different today. This is an idea I came up with obviously before the start of the year. This will be a 20-part series. That is if you guys enjoy it. I'm sure I said it in the intro. If you guys enjoy it, let me know. If you don't, let me know and I'll scrap it and we'll come up with something else for those extra 19 video slots. But I know for sure that I certainly enjoyed going over this. But that being said, I'm a giant fucking nerd and I like weird numbers. So basically what we're going to be doing today is going over the expected loot that you will get if you go for a certain pet. We're going to be kicking it off with the Commander Ileana pet. This is a 1 in 5,000 drop rate, and if we go through all of the items you can possibly get as drops, you can see that some of the items don't actually have an exact drop rate. So basically what we're going to be doing for those ones that don't have an exact drop rate, for the common items, we're just going to give them a 1 in 8. And for the uncommon, we're going to be giving them a 1 in 16. That seems to be around what the drop rates are for common and uncommon items, but obviously we don't know the exact drop rates. Now, another thing to go over is the fact that sometimes Ileana drops Sara Brews, super restores, prayer potions, stuff like that will not be going into the loot tracker, because most of the time when you're doing Sara, if she is to drop those drops, you're just going to consume them on your trip and you're not going to be taking them back to the bank. We're only going to be going over the items that you'll most likely pick up. Now, obviously, throughout 5,000 Sara kills, you're not going to get exactly this loot, but this is the loot that you can expect over the course of 5,000 kills. 5,000 is a lot of kills, so you can expect that the variation in this isn't going to be too crazy, but of course, some people are luckier, some people are unlucky, you know. You're not going to expect exactly this loot, but this is the loot that you would expect to get from 5,000 kills. Now, obviously, the way we figured this out is, let's say the Armadillo crossbow is a 1 in 508. We would just take that 5,000 kill count and divide that by 508, which is the chance of getting the Armadillo crossbow. We end up with a 9.8. Round that up to 10 Armadillo crossbows. Bob's your uncle. That's how many you can expect to get from the 5,000 kills. Now, of course, you guys all know me. I have to do things a little bit differently. I wasn't just going to sit there and write down all of the expected loots, figure out how much they cost in the grand exchange, and then go ahead and tell you guys how much you can expect. I have spent the last 2 days buying all of the things that you can expect as a drop, and we're going to do an actual price check as if I had done 5,000 Sara kills. Now, I've got my inventory hidden from you guys right now because we're going to slowly go over everything that is involved and get that big old price check going at the end. So I'm going to go down the list of items starting from the common drops, and then we'll get onto the more rare drops later. First thing is first, you can expect to get 625 rune plate skirts. So over the course of going for the Sara Dome and pet, if you get it on exact drop rate, you can make 24 million GP just from rune plate skirts. That is absolutely insane. On top of that, you can expect 23,437 rune darts, another 26 mil in expected value there just from rune darts. Now, I think most people will be using a blowpipe to kill the minions at Sara, so using the rune darts in your blowpipe, you'll probably just end up using those anyway, but cool little fact there, 23,000 rune darts, not too bad. Next up is the lore runes. Now, you get these as a common drop of 95 to 100, so basically 100 per kill expected, and you'll get that drop 625 times. All I'm saying, boys, is that is a lot of teleports to Trollheim. Next up is the Raynar weeds. Now, you would actually expect to get one of these Raynar weeds pretty much every 2 kills, a little bit less than every 2 kills. 3,125. So as you can see, looking at this, the average drop is pretty close in value for how much you would get per kill on average. Apart from these lore runes here, obviously, the average common drop is pretty close in value to each other. Next up on the common table is the Raynar seeds. Now, these are worth quite a bit more, but obviously you get quite a bit less of them. Chuck those in there, 1,250 Raynar seeds. Now, obviously, if you're an Iron Man, that's fucking great news for you. Is it? I don't know. I'm not a high-level Iron Man. I'm sure those seeds will come into use at some point for you guys, but not too bad at all for a normal account as well. 56 million GP in expected value. And last but not least on the common drop table is the coins. Now, over the course of 5,000 kills, you can expect to get 12.4 mil just in coin drops. That's a lot of fucking coins, boys. I mean, they thought revs were really bad for the game, bringing in alkables and shit like that. Look at this. 5,000 Sara Dome kills and you'd get 35 million GP just in raw cash. Insane. That's obviously a joke. Obviously a joke. Right, moving on to the uncommon drops. We've only got 4 of those. They are diamonds, magic seeds, ruined kite shields, and adamant plate bodies. And as you can see, the uncommon drops are actually worth less than the common drops on average. That's pretty insane. Like, if you are to get an uncommon drop, it's worth half as much as a common drop, or here, even 6 times less. That's pretty silly if you ask me. I feel like these common drops should be worth less than the uncommon drops on average, but what are you gonna do about that? Let's move on. Everyone's dreaded drop from a God Wars dungeon boss is the Rune Sword, and over the course of 5,000 kills, you can expect to see 12 of these bad boys. They are dreaded because they are a 1 in 406 drop rate, way rarer than most of the drops, and worth way less. Moving on to another drop that everyone hates to see, that is the Sara Dome's Light, and over the course of 5k kills, you're going to see 19 of them. They are a 1 in 254, so half as rare as a hilt or an ACB, and you are going to see 19 of them, and they're worth 1.7 mil. Absolutely dreadful. We're getting close to the really, really rare drops that are worth quite a bit now, and we're going to kick it off with the Sara Dome Sword. This is a 1 in 127 from this boss, and you'd expect to get 39 of these on your way to getting the pet. 58 million gold pieces in the bank, so you'd expect to make as much from Sara Swords as you would from Raynar Seeds, which is crazy to think considering Raynar Seeds are a common drop. No one likes to see a God Sword Shard, but thankfully enough, you're only going to see 6 of each God Sword Shard on your way to those 5,000 kills, 18 in total, which honestly is not too bad, and they are sat at alk price, so you can pretty much just alk them away and no harm done. Right, finally, it is the big boy loots, the 1 in 508s. Now, obviously, you're going to see the exact same amount of both of these. One is worth more than the other, but 10 Armadillo crossbows and 10 Sara Dome hilts, taking the total value of 5,000 Sara Dome kills over 1 bill. So if you go for the Sara Doman pet, you can expect about 1 bill in loot. Now, obviously, you have supply costs, so we need to factor those in. A lot of potions, a lot of staminas, a lot of, you know, you guys get the drill. There's a lot of stuff that you have to factor in here. It's not going to be 1 billion GP raw profit, but 1 billion GP in gross profit is absolutely insane. Just another little cool fun fact that I discovered then. If you're in maxed ranged gear using a twisted bow, you'll actually go through 7,083 arrows on your way to getting the 5,000 kills. So just over 1 arrow per kill. You might think, well, there's no way you can hit in one shot, but using the Ava's accumulator or assembler or whatever the hell you have, you're going to be saving 80% of arrows that you use. So 7,000 arrows in total used for the 5,000 kills. Now, of course, we also have to factor in the fact that you're going to be killing the minions after every single kill. Obviously, you're not just going to kill the boss and leave the minions sat there to attack you until the boss respawns. So factoring in that from the minions, you are going to get approximately 5,312 lore runes. On average, around 3 Sara Doman swords from the minions. They are quite rare, 1 in 5,400 chance. You will get approximately 10 God Sword blades, somewhere between 9 and 10. We'll call it 9 God Sword blades. You'll get 3,100,000 gold pieces. 3.1 million. I don't know why the fuck I just said it like that, but 3.1 million gold pieces and 937 Reynars. So over the course of 5,000 kills, you can expect an extra 20 million GP in loot just from the minions. Now, quite some time ago, Mod Lottie tweeted out this tweet. It was on the 3rd of May 2018. So quite a long time ago, but she tweeted out the most dry people when it comes to bosses in the game. And as you can see, the driest Ileana kill count is 17,729. And as you can see by this calculator right here, that man who is currently, or maybe not currently, maybe he has the pet now, he or she has the pet now, 17,000 Ileana kills looking for that pet would have made 3.5 billion GP. That is absolutely insane. If you guys know of anyone drier than that currently, let me know in the comments down below, and I'll respond to the comment with how much money they would have made. Crazy to think. This poor guy has made 3.5 bill looking for the Zilly pet. So there you have it, guys. 1.011 bill in loot in expected value from 5,000 Sara kills. Now, like I said, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you let me know in the comments. If you didn't, make sure you let me know as well. If you guys did enjoy this, I will be going ahead with another episode. We'll go through all the God Wars dungeon bosses. We'll go through Zora. We'll go through all of that, and I will buy all of the loot for each one so you guys can see an actual accurate price check of what everything's worth at the time, rather than me just going through a spreadsheet. Personally, I think it looks way cooler having all of this stuff in my inventory. If we do, in fact, go through every single boss, obviously at the end of the series, I will go through the expected value from going for every pet in the game. If this one is worth 1 bill, you can imagine that some other bosses are going to be worth fuck tons more, and there are 41 pets in the game. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to buy all of the loot from that, but we'll be able to get an estimate at the end of every single boss, which would be really, really cool. But that is going to wrap it up for this one. Like I said, guys, let me know what you thought in the comments. Before we go, however, I'm sure you guys are all thinking, for fuck's sake, Jake, you just spent how much money on all that stuff and now you're going to sell it back. I wonder how much money you lost. Come on, boys. You know who you're talking to? Have a suss of the spreadsheet, boys. I wrote down everything that I bought and what I bought it for, and I'm going to try and merch the fuck out of it. Alright, guys, everything's sold off, and all we have to do is put in the profit from the Twisted Bow sale, and we managed to profit Oh, for fuck's sake. Yo, thank you guys so much for watching today's episode in EV365. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'm putting out a new video every single day this year. Don't forget to click that bell icon as well so you get notified when it comes out. If you guys really enjoyed a video, you could also leave a like. That really helps out the channel to get the videos in suggested, and it's really good for channel growth. On top of that, if you are enjoying the videos and want to see some of these things get made live as they happen, I stream 5 days a week over on Twitch. Crazy stuff like this goes down very often. Boys.
Oh no, I know that noise. Oh, you have to.
I'm safe.
Oh, no,
I'm safe.
please.
I'm safe.
How much cash is that?
124 mil. Holy fuck. Muscles.
Hey,
Hey,
disgusting.
did you just fart?
It's fucking disgusting.
And if you just want to keep up with my day-to-day wheelings and dealings, you can also follow me over on Twitter at EVscapeOfficial. All links will be in the description down below. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video tomorrow. Take it easy.
Oh my god, I bet you got killed by a fucking bear. Oh my god.